What's up, guys? This next drill we're going to work on is something I took from wrestling. I really liked a lot. My coach, Coach Viglione, and back in Billerica, Massachusetts, used to have us do this drill all the time. Really helped me stay off my back in wrestling and not get pinned. I use it a lot in Jiu-Jitsu just to help with my basic movement, but it keeps my athleticism up while I'm rolling. This drill's really going to keep a lot of these hip heists that I'm working on natural when I roll, so I don't have to think about them. All right. So we're going to start in very similar to a bear crawl position. All right. I want to break down this bear crawl a little bit so that it makes sense for the drill, but also so that we can fix our bear crawls in general. All right. A lot of different bear crawl variations people are doing. Legs are straight, my butt's up in the air. Okay. What I really want to focus on is have my back flat, so I can put a glass of water on my back when I do this. Okay. Should be here. Okay. My legs are coiled, ready to spring forward if I need to, but we're going to do our hip heists and sit-outs from here. Okay. A lot of different names for these: hip heist, sit-out, switch. So we're going to at first work on our balance with just the sit-out or the switch motion. Okay. We're going to start in this bear crawl position. Okay. Toes. If you're having trouble getting in this spot, really we just need to get in this tabletop, hands and knees, curl your toes under, and just lift your knees off the ground a little bit. All right. So our first sit-out drill is going to be to pick one hand up. Okay. When I pick that hand up, it's going to come back tight towards my hip. Okay. I really want to pull that back hard. As I do that, my opposite leg is going to shoot to replace where my hand was. Okay. So this elbow comes back, opposite hand's going to go forward at a 45-degree angle, keeping my hips off the ground. Okay. I don't want to just sit here. All right. Make sure we're getting an active stretch, and really using the muscles that we need to stabilize ourselves. I want to keep the hip off the ground. Foot comes out. My hips are now facing the sky. Okay, I'm going to rotate the leg right back. Hands and toes. Okay. Stable yourself. Make sure that right hand comes back now. The left leg's going to go through. Hips open up to the sky. I don't touch my butt to the floor. And rotate right back. All right. Now, a lot of people when they start doing these, they start getting a little too extended. Okay. What happens when we get too extended is your legs going backwards here. All right. My hips aren't opening all the way up to the sky. So really, what I want to make sure I'm doing is staying nice and close here. If I was to bend my elbows and knees can touch. Okay. So I keep my feet close. Make sure we're not in a push-up position. Nice tight bear crawl. So when I sit through, my leg that sits out is not going backwards, it's going forward. Really open your hips up. All right, with a different angle here. You flat back, one hand comes up, elbow back to the hip, opposite leg is gonna shoot right through. Sit, okay? Nothing touches the ground but my right foot, my left hand. Rotate back, alternate. Elbow back, foot through, hips to the sky, and we come back. So once we do that 5 or 10 times each side, we can get a little bit of a rhythm down, understand the balance that we need, okay? Now we're gonna use this sit-out to get from bear crawl to crab walk position, all right? The hip heist drill, usually done by a coach telling you which leg to use and which direction to go in. We're just gonna keep alternating from bear crawl to crab walk, but getting there in different ways, okay? I have 2 legs, okay? Right leg, left leg, and I can go over or I can go under. So if I want to go right leg over, it doesn't matter if I'm in a bear crawl or in a crab walk. My right leg is going to go over my left leg. Nice and tight here. Right leg over, right leg goes over my left leg to the crab walk. If I'm here and I want to go right leg over, right leg goes over to my bear crawl. Same thing with the left leg over, left leg over. All right. Now where the sit out comes in is when we go legs under. Okay, right leg under, left leg under is a sit out. We're just going to go all the way to our crab walk position. Here, right leg under. Okay, right leg under to come back. Left leg under. Left leg under to come back. All right, and we can just keep mixing this up in any order that you want to. Okay, the object is to keep moving, keep your balance, and make sure that it's nice and smooth. Check your stance, your crab stance and your bear crawl stance. Your hands and feet should be the same distance apart. I'm in my crab walk here. When I sit out, my bear crawl, when I get to my crab walk, my hands and feet should be a similar distance as they were in the bear crawl. When I go back, doesn't matter which way I go, right leg over, left leg under, same position. Same position. All right, so that's our hip heist drill.